The value wave was conceived for the need of implementing projects. We all hear that 50% of projects fail because of budgeting, because of resources. Even with Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma, as good as that process is, as good as that methodology is, a lot of times it fails in the second year. So there's something missing. There's a link that needs to be implemented. So I came up with the concept of the value wave. And to start off, I wanted to have something that started with people, because you want to have people understand their potential, accentuate their positive, amplify their talents. That way they're pliable for any change that comes their way. So start with people, top down. And then you have processes, good key processes, solid methodologies that move you from point A to point B. The analogy I use for processes is this. Who would buy an iPhone and use it just for receiving calls? That's such a waste. We buy iPhones and Androids for all the other bells and whistles. Processes is not just to move you, it's to take full advantage of the enterprise activities that you have. Once you have those two pieces in place, you have the change management process. So the thing is with change, we understand when people go through this acceptance and depression and all these denial phases. So you have an organization going through change, and then you have individuals going through change. The interesting thing about the change process from a company perspective, as your people change, your company changes. But you're not just asking them to move forward, you're asking them to set aside all of their instabilities in their personal life, because that's change there, and they're asking them, when you come to work, we want you to change as well. So what we do is, in regards to the value wave, the change process starts with an introspective view of the individual, making them more susceptible to change. And then that way, you can move forward from there. All of those three processes, people, process, tools, and also change management, moves us toward that Lean Six Sigma moniker, where it's all about eliminating waste and cost, and also at the same time increasing revenues and productivity. But even when it comes to Lean Sigma, it's not just about the decrease of waste and cost. It has to do with finances. It has to do with human capital. It has to do with any gap analysis you want to recognize and close. And then from there, it's a constant revolving evolution of moving you forward. So we have what's called a 4Q clinic, 4-question clinic, where on a daily basis, we ask our leaders and our teams 4 basic questions. The questions are, in our business today, in our projects today, what's going well? What's not going well? What do we need to change or confront? And today, what do you need? If you ask those questions on a regular basis, you move forward. All of that moves forward in a system where we are defining projects, we're measuring, we're analyzing, we're verifying, we're improving, we're implementing, and then controlling. It moves it forward. The value wave is just a superior way to do business, and here's why. Back in 2000, people don't realize this, Microsoft, HP, DEC, NEC, IBM all got together and said, we need a fundamental, simple way to hook peripheral devices like printers and storage devices into computers, because we have all this plethora of ports in the back of computers. We need one way. So they got together and came up with the USB port, Universal Serial Bus. And they decided that this will be our fundamental way. And today, we use USB ports all the time because these companies decided to simplify the process. Value Wave is the USB port for business processes. You plug in whatever you have to the Value Wave, it's simple, it simplifies the process, and you come out being a better company.